going. Oh my gosh. Let's see if anybody joins the midday. It's 11:57 a.m. But it feels like it's already about to be the afternoon. So let's see if people join. I'm gonna just be up here for a good full hour probably. I'll probably be up here for a good full hour if people do join. So we'll see. And if the live ends up turning out to be not what I anticipate, hey, you need to get a you need a ride to Walmart? Okay. I could be your hood Uber. I could be your hood Uber driver if you need a ride to Walmart. You guys, I'm about to start advertising that I'm gonna be a hood Uber. What up, gangsta? How you feeling, Mark? Hey, Pat. Hola, mommy. Hola. I'm about to be hood Uber. Who need to get to where? You need to get to Wingstop. Oh, okay. You need to get to the court. You need to go to the free clinic. I'm your hood Uber driver. Chilling. It's freezing. It is cold. Do you guys see how red my nose is? I'm back. I'm back from where I was last night. They said the clinic. Hi, I'm your hood Uber driver. You're going to the free clinic after you found out that your baby mama came back from Houston spring break. Y'all both burning now, but you didn't go. Yes, my car is working now. So I figured it out. Trial and error. So like last night it worked, but I didn't charge it all the way full. And so when y'all saw me on live, it's because I wanted to come back and charge it to full. Not the Houston spring break. Yeah, when your baby mama came back from Houston spring break and out of nowhere you was burning. Yeah, I could be the hood Uber. I could take you to the clinic, the free clinic. But nah, so like I feel like I'm yelling almost. So my bad. I'm so used to being like in that other area. Anyways, so last night it worked, and then I wasn't gonna get on live. I had my mom with me though. That's partly why. I could have went on live with my mom with me when I first was charging, but I ended up not. So I hung out with my mom all day yesterday. All day yesterday I was with my mom. So when I got home, I told my mom, I was like, okay, cool. I was like, when I get home, I am going to just shower, change my clothes, and then I'm gonna come back out. And I was running late, like as far as the schedule that I have to go live. I was like, I'm gonna just do that, and then I'm gonna come back here. I was like, I'm gonna come back here and just charge while I'm on live. I'm just gonna charge and chill while I'm on live, because y'all know sometimes charging cars can take like an hour. Well, I'm at a supercharger station. So to be honest, like, it depends. It depends on how I want to do it. Like, I might stay on the live for like maybe like an hour, close to an hour and a half to get it all the way. That's good, chilling with mom dudes. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was cool. And then last night it was so windy outside. I think I was plugging it in wrong. Like, I think that the plug needs to. It's kind of like a USB. It's kind of like a USB port, like, or like an old Nintendo. Let's think about it. Yeah, it's kind of like an old Nintendo. Like, y'all remember the old Nintendo controller plugins where it looks like two knobs like this? Oh, an electric car owner. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, it could be the weather too. Yeah. And so like, you plug it in, but if you plug it in if you don't plug it in smooth, sometimes the system will register it as something's wrong. Because you got to think about it, like, oh my God, it's a whole family that just got out beside me. Why does the whole family need to get out to plug? Y'all want to see? I'm not gonna show y'all. That's their business. That's their business. It's a whole family. Like, everybody over there. It's a family, but everybody over there looks like they could work at GameStop. Yes, Game Boy. Yes. So like, it's kind of like that. Like, Have y'all ever plugged in an SD card? It's not the same, but this is why I'm saying that. Like, you ever plugged in an SD card Cricket, and it's like you need all 4 of these things to align to connect, but if it's kind of crooked, it only reads as 3, so then it says error because this one's a little bit crooked, so you gotta do a clean, you know what I'm talking about? So I think that's kind of like, that was my issue last night. Like, whenever I was plugging the thing in, the weather, everything, it's like everything just was not in my favor for it to charge. So I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't just get it all the way charged like last night, but at the same time, I was tired. He said, yeah, I know what you mean. I hate that. Yes. So, and then like, I'm kind of little, like I think of me as kind of little and compared to this big shebang of me trying to plug it in. So I'm carrying this huge hose. It's like a, it looks like a water hose. I'm carrying this huge water hose to plug it in, and that shit is heavy as fuck. And imagine plugging in, taking it out, plugging in, taking it out. I might as well have gotten in, like, I probably got in like 35-pound weight. That's probably like a 35-pound weighted thing. Probably a little bit more. I don't think it's 50 though. I don't think it's 50. Maybe close to 45. It just feels like that. Yeah, that big ass vacuum hose that's heavy as hell, just full of all metal. I don't know. So yeah, I kept on plugging that shit all day yesterday. I got a super arm workout just by doing this all day yesterday before y'all saw me, and then when y'all saw me. And then it was so windy last night. It was insane, but I don't know. I kind of like a little bit of chaos. I kind of like the chaos of it all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay. You know, life isn't super boring. Could you imagine if everything just worked out super perfect? Oh my God. It will be the best thing until it becomes like the worst thing ever. And you're like, yeah, it worked out again. I'm like, yeah, everything that I wanted. Oh, the whole family is charging their car because they're going. You guys, do you guys want to go to the mall with me? Like, I can't tell you exactly where I'm at, so if I say mall, I feel like it's more inconspicuous than if I tell you guys exactly where I'm at. But I almost forgot. I can go browse and go shopping for like also an hour or whatever. Wow. Why did I forget that? I can go get me some Jamba Juice. Trade that shit in and get a regular car. Okay, so y'all want to know something? I can't tell you at the moment. But you remember yesterday, for those who joined the live, and I had said to you guys, like, there's a whole bunch of redirections that I experienced last night. I think it's so interesting because, okay, I can tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you. So like, I low-key wanted to get an electric car. Like, I low-key wanted to get a Tesla at first, actually. But I don't really have a whole bunch of experience almost at all in driving one for myself. I've been in Teslas. I've been in an electric car. My brother has an electric car. I think he has a hybrid, actually. But it's like, I myself have never drove myself in an electric car. Not for real. So I didn't really have all the experience of it. But when I was looking to get some wheels to drive around, I was like, maybe I'll get me an electric car. But I didn't really put in, Teslas are bad to have now. So I literally had my eye to get a Tesla. And then last minute, I went to TikTok and I typed in pros and cons of Teslas. So last minute, TikTok is my Google search. TikTok is low-key my Google search. So I was looking at the pros and cons of Teslas, of being an owner or a driver of one. And I like the way, I'll be honest, I'm kind of like, I like the way a Tesla looks on the inside. I love how a Tesla looks on the inside. It looks so simple. All the girls who did reviews on it all said that they felt like it was made to be a girl car. But when people was explaining some of the random meticulous issues that they have had, whether it's just on them, like for instance, they will talk about how, oh look, it's a whole bus. Do y'all see that? Academy. But yeah, some people would talk about how like they had random meticulous issues with, like, let's say they left their key. Let's say some girl said that she left her phone. Her phone needed to get fixed at like T-Mobile or AT&T. or Best Buy, something like that. She said that she had a problem because she needed her phone to get into her car and her key card wasn't working. I said, what the heck? I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. For Teslas to be, for the women consumer to believe that Teslas was made for them, it's interesting because women, we randomly have little oopsies too. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. But overall, my review on, since driving an electric car for like one day, my review on it is, I love it. It picks up fast. It has such a seamless like pickup. I actually do kind of like the fact that I don't have to go pump gas, because gas stations are very crowded. So as of right now, because it's not like, for instance, right here, there's only one other car and they just pulled up. But like, you know what I'm saying? So like right now, I feel like it's not that bad. The only thing that I don't like, he said I have a buzz, you do? Do you remember the Eclipse Teslas that was having so much problems and they were breaking down? I didn't know about that. Gas is going up because of war. You know what I'm saying? So like, maybe it's kind of ideal for right now for me to be driving one. Am I opposed to driving a car with gas? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But so yeah. So far, it's not as bad as what I think. It's often used. And then also, like, if you drive an electric car, like, I know I'm at a charging station. It's just because it's so close. I have, like, so many charging stations nearby. But to be honest, a lot of people buy their own and they put it in, like, their garage. I often use in devices that work in small devices. DVD players, like, connecting a T. Yeah. So I'm just chilling. I could go to the mall over here or to some of these stores over here, and you know what I'm saying? The weather is still, the weather's breeze makes it seem like it's colder than what it is outside. But let's say the wind wasn't blowing so heavy, like it would feel like a nice spring day. Electric cars apparently aren't great, but I figured the American government would soon have plundered the last drop of oil in the world from the last country to have it, so soon there won't be any gasoline. This is the thing. I also learned that the pros and cons to owning a Tesla is that some people get hate because they think that people who buy Teslas support Elon Musk. That's what I found out. I found out by researching that that's a thing. And I was like, wow, I never thought about that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I felt like electric cars should have been happening way sooner, because they used to have do y'all remember being kids and there being like the little electric cars that drive you around? I always used to think, like, why don't they have it for like larger cars? So, but I don't have any beef with gasoline cars. I don't have a beef with electric cars at the moment. Like, the only thing that I was a little bit nervous about, you need a noise. I remember the smart cars, they were cool, wasn't they? The only thing that I kind of was like apprehensive about, especially with Tesla cars, is the fact that, like, to have a car that has a self-driving feature, in my mind, that was kind of scary, because I think about when robots, like, what if robots take over the world? Like, that's the only thing. And then I think of Final Destination. So that's the only thing that gave me pause when it came to like thinking about like a car that can drive itself or has the intelligence built in the system for that to happen. But to be honest, like, come on, I don't think it's that, like, even gasoline cars have technology built in to like correct your car on the road and stuff like that. It's similar in a way. So electric cars are stupid. T-Smoke is obviously not a fan of electric cars. What kind of car do you drive, T-Smoke? Baltimore accents sound like Bianca Blinks. Since when did we talk about Baltimore? You a chick from Baltimore. I don't look like that girl. First of all, we don't even have the same face shape. I have what's considered a heart shape, aka I actually need to figure out what type of face shape I have. I feel like my face shape, especially if I take the head off, is more oval. It's considered heart because of the way that this part makes it seem like it's a heart shape. She has like a rectangle. She has like more of a rectangle face. I feel like that right there makes us automatically look like two different people. I'm just a different person. She's a big fan of me, it seems. Like, she tries to be like me At one point in time, she was trying to beef with me online. That shit was weird as fuck. So yeah, I don't know. I think she's a troubled young lady that's trying to figure it out. Thank God I've been through phases of life of quote unquote trying to figure it out when I was very young. That's probably why I'm so like, I don't want to say it out loud, but that's probably why I'm so wise and I make smarter decisions and stuff. I'm not making decisions based off of something shiny, like, oh, I just want to be famous, so I'm gonna crash out and do all. I don't make decisions like that. So in the kindest way possible, nothing about us is the same. We don't look alike. She wants to be like me, of course. She watches everything I do, tries to be like me, tried to beef with me because I'm me and she's her. Like, she's a weirdo to me. She's one of those people that is a weirdo, but it's like it had to take her a long time to figure out that she is a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but when people aren't that smart or intelligent, and they come from a background, or when I say background, I don't mean immediately like her family lifestyle. I'm talking about when people come from when their past is childish, immature, ignorant even. A lot of times those type of people look at a person like me and they automatically come from a place of ignorance. Yeah. When unintelligent people, because somebody said not intelligence. Yeah. When unintelligent people perceive anybody of intelligence, you don't have to look like Poindexter and have the glasses to be looked at as intelligent. When less than smart people perceive smart people, they're automatically going to have an ignorant ass viewpoint of them. And the way that they're going to try to handle that person is going to be ignorant as fuck. Like, it's not going to make sense to the intelligent person. The intelligent person is going to observe them like a case study. Like, wow, look at how this ignorant person operates. That's how I felt like I was when it comes to a person just like her and other people too. Like, I kept on observing her. I was like, oh my God, look at how this type of ratchet ass, delinquent ass, dirty ass, weird ass, slow ass bitch acts. Like, could you imagine? It's like, you feel like you're in a parent-kid dynamic because your maturity, intelligence, to have a higher bird's view and you're intelligent, it automatically puts you in a taller position. So you are observing down, point blank period. You could be humble about it and you could try to make it seem like that's not what's happening, but it is. Whenever you're the person with more intelligence on a situation, you are observing from a taller standpoint and you're looking down at the shit and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's like watching monkeys in a fucking zoo, bro. You can watch monkeys in the fucking zoo. And what do? If a monkey's mad at you and he's in his exhibit, he's going to do what? Throw a banana at the glass window? Nigga, you're not touching me. I'm observing your monkey ass. It's not the same. It's not the other way around. Just because you feel like just because motherfuckers feel like they can see you, it does not mean that they have access to where your world, your reality. They're not on your level. Like, at the end of the day, the person observing the monkey ass monkeys in the fucking zoo can leave out of that zoo and go live their life. Mind you, meanwhile, they're the ones still stuck in that fucking zoo exhibit until whenever. They're the ones not in control of they don't have autonomy. I have autonomy. When you have a certain level of intelligence, you have autonomy against the ignorant ass people who are bound in the mind. They're not woke. And I don't mean woke in black people I don't necessarily mean it like that. I mean, they're not woke to the matrix. They're not woke to the reality of shit. They're ignorant as fuck. They're still trapped. How is somebody who you're watching obviously be trapped in depression, not loving themselves, don't like their life and reality? How the fuck are you looking at somebody like that and allowing somebody like that who's already bound the fuck up make you feel some type of way, and you're the one with freedom, joy, happiness? You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, is fake it till you make it equivalent to manifesting? Yes and no. Not really. Does it always work is what I want to say? No. Does faking it till you make it always work? No. When you through and through understand what manifesting is, then you'll understand that sometimes sometimes you can manifest something off of a fake vibration that you're holding, But if you're not smart enough, when that manifestation comes in, your true vibration is going to sabotage it. Because your true vibration is not actually in alignment to that. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Of course, I know some of you guys called it like that. Let's say a person wasn't born to be a star. Let's say somebody wasn't born to be a star, but they wanted it so bad, so they manifested. They said, oh my gosh, I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. Because of the way that the laws of this reality, and aka matrix is what people will say it, because of the laws of this reality, they might get a little bit of their desires, but because they're not authentically that thing, the manifestation is going to be weak, because their truest self is going to do shit to sabotage that reality for themselves. So even if they're completely delusional and hypnotized by it, their truest self vibration is still going to be there. So the manifestation what they actually see it as, it's not going to be that, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a one-hit wonder. Not okay, when I say that, because I kind of understand the other side of the music industry, let me be a little bit careful about what I mean by that. It's kind of like a bitch who, let me say it like this. Let's say y'all seen it in the past. You know how some of these people in the previous years, the only thing that they offer is twerking and shit. Like, their music is trash. They don't know how to rap. Like, they look kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit like that. So long story short, of course I like to elaborate. I like to elaborate, but sometimes you can fake it till you make it. But if you're smart enough, you understand that you can fake some shit into your reality, but at the same time, you gotta like find ways to get your truest vibration to match that shit too, or you're not going to be able to keep it, or it's going to ruin your life in some way, or it's going to be sabotaged and it's going to go away from your life. So it's kind of like how a girl could be obsessed with a guy and she low-key could manifest him in her reality, but in her manifestations, they're together forever and they're married. But because it's not really for her, the guy could probably hit and dip, shit like that. Like, that's just examples of, like, sometimes you can call some shit into your reality sometimes, but it doesn't always stay or is beneficial for you. How does a person meet Bianca Blinks? I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that is. But yeah, I like to elaborate on some shit. You know what I'm saying? My brain, I'm a very intelligent person. What is my definition of making it? Making it is when you are at a certain level in your life where you finally feel like, wow, I did that. Wow, I can't believe I did that. Wow, I can't believe my life is like this now. I remember when I wanted my life like this. It's whatever, like, everybody's version of success is different. Like for instance, for myself, there was a time period in life where every time I would take giant steps forward, and then it would seemingly be a redirection. The redirection doesn't mean my life is going backwards, but in the reality, shit is crumbling. So that way I can get the message to redirect. So there could have been a point in time in life where you felt like you didn't have something. And then now that you have it, that's your success. I should start a podcast. Would you guys listen to me do a podcast? I wouldn't mind. Her impression of success is being impressed by her own achievements. Everybody's version of success is some level of them being somewhat impressed by their performance to be able to have. What the hell are you talking about? What's my intake on a person that hides their talent? Why are they hiding their talent? Everybody has different reasons for why they're doing it. Sometimes it's insecurity, sometimes it's fear, sometimes it is calculated. But why is that person hiding their talent? That's something that I think is the most important. This nigga over here looking at me. We are listening to you right now. Success equals not having to wear a watch, not checking with nobody. That J.E. Double said that's his version of success. Somebody said, you the real talent. You the real success. Y'all are sweet. But yeah, it just depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their different levels of success. Like, I knew a guy who kept on having struggles when it came to his home living situation. Damn, that nigga drove off fast. He just got here. Y'all should have saw the way that nigga was looking at me. It was this little light skin YN. He pulled up to the charging station, and when I looked over, he already looking at me like this. Like, what the hell was that about? Dude about to ask if you know straight kids. You gave attentions. You're driving after that take. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't understand that. But yeah. But this nigga, there was a guy who was struggling with him having a home to live in. Could you imagine coming from New York City? Could you imagine? He said you may lock your door. To be honest, I think my door is already locked. But let's do it again. When I jumped in the car, I think my car did it. I can't remember. But he drove off anyway. He drove off. But there was this dude I knew. He was from New York. When I first met him online, he was living in New York. Me and him both moved to Georgia. Me and him both moved to Atlanta. Just so happened. Like, we didn't plan to move together, but me and him both moved to Atlanta at the same time. And it's interesting because when I really think about it, it's like, it's so cool to look at it because it was like me, him, and a few different people who I met online. We all was manifesting in our personal lives. We all was manifesting more for ourselves. And we all just so happened to go to Atlanta, Georgia. And then we all just so happened to like blow up. And like, we all just so happened to start gaining more and more and more. So anyways, this was like back in like 2019, 2020. So anyways, while he's in Atlanta, he's coming to my crib. He's reading off his lines because he's an actor. He's reading off his lines. He's trying his hardest to really make it into something. Was that my stomach? He's really trying. I'm actually eating my lunch in here. But yeah, he actually was reading off his lines, trying to make it. When I tell you, so quick, things was happening like this for me, for him, for some other people who I met around that time. We was manifesting like this in our own personal lives, and we just so happened to vibrate enough together to meet up like this. When I tell you, I walked into his house. Could you imagine a nigga is coming over to your crib to read his lines off, and then like less than a month later after that, or a month later or two, you walk into his crib, he has a big ass house sitting on the outsides of, like, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what those cities is called, but it's like kind of outside of Atlanta, Georgia area. What? And then could you imagine, like, I'm walking around his house. Man, I felt the need to pause. But I walked around his house, and then I saw his manifestation board. So like I have made a manifestation board, but I made one like after I already knew how to like do all that stuff and everything like that. But I saw his manifestation board, and like you can just see it. Like you can just see how he really brought his desires and his dreams, how he manifested it, and it became to life. It's just kind of amazing. I feel like the only downfall that I'll ever share is the fact that it keeps you in the masculine position to care, at least in the pairing. But do you have the dating apps that swipe on people when you do not give an effort? It just can be something you emphasize. Brian, I don't know if he's talking to Pat or somebody else, because I'm like, where's this conversation coming from? Is this just a jumping out thought? Oh, he's talking to Pat. Okay. But yeah. The only thing I will say is that whenever you're manifesting something, it is kind of easy for you to do things that is self-sabotage. And that's when it comes to your character or your behavior, or a lot of times it's just the people who are drawn to you. Whenever you're in a high vibration and you're connecting to your dream reality and your goals and whatever you deem as successful, whether it's your subscriber account, people listening to you, people respecting what you have to say. Some people, it's like material things like finance, how much money is in their bank account, if they, what kind of transport, whatever the case. Some people, it's like shoes, whatever it is. Whenever you're feeling good about yourself, you're going to draw in all kinds of motherfuckers. Like, you're going to draw in people who are going to connect with you, and you being connected to them is going to spoil all the stuff that you have. It's going to ruin all the stuff that you have. So like, a lot of times people can manifest some stuff, but if they're not wise, they'll connect themselves up to the wrong people, have the wrong people attached to them. if you're a person like me who has a YouTube account, I have seen certain YouTube creators keep engaging, keeping some people, like, sometimes if you're in a public platform, if I'm speaking for other YouTubers, for some reason, this is a message that I have to say to other YouTubers. Sometimes you open up your energy to viewers that watch you, and if they connect to your energy and you don't get them out of your energy, that can also damage you too and ruin you too. It's very intricate. It gets deep. Mark says, shit, I hate everybody to say. I'm not saying that about y'all with me, by the way. By the way, that message had nothing to do with me with y'all. I kind of like getting spiritual information that it's like a man. There's a man YouTuber that's watching me right now. Is that you, GBA Cool TV? Because I'm just seeing a male YouTuber, and he's like kind of niched. Like, he has his own niche, and he has like people who like listening to him. And I saw that. And then I saw how, like, you got to pay attention to stuff like that too. There's like different things that you should do. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that is you and you want to know more, find ways to contact me. Find ways to get in contact with me for a one-on-one. What most people think as success is actually worthless. T-Smoke, everything that you have said to me lets me know that you're not living a life that you like to live. And I feel like it's not you. Okay. T-Smoke, I feel like you're not living the life that you want to live because you're so cynical. I don't know how a person can be that cynical and also experience happiness at the same time. If a person who's constantly trying to shit on other people is because their life is shitty, that's typically what that's about. So I'm sorry, T-Smoke. I mean, I didn't do it to you, but I feel sorry that you legitimately don't like your life. Like, you don't fuck with yourself. I fuck with myself. I know that you don't fuck with yourself. And it's really sad because you keep you're projecting worthlessness out. And I know it's because you feel like you're insignificant and you're worthless. Like, what? I know that's what it is. Yeah. I'm thinking about going to get some Jamba Juice, but to be honest, I don't really need it. And we filling up kind of fast. Mark said a bunch of haters. Yes. J.E. Double, a certain YouTuber said creating content is causing grave mental health issues. True. I wonder what made them say that, because I feel like context might be important with that part, because I have my own ideas of what that could mean for if I'm trying to translate it. Like, creating content is causing, this is what I have observed based off of you saying that to me, you know, out of his context. I have seen certain creators go crazy because whenever you're creating content or doing anything where you're using your own creativity, you will always come to a point in life where either you're going to be the person feeling the need to compete with somebody else, or you're going to be the person where you notice people are competing against you to be better than you. That right there can be stressful. Sometimes there's a demand on certain creators. Sometimes certain creators have a demand, whether it's invisible and it's their own demand to create and produce. Sometimes creators have followers that demand from them. It's a whole lot that goes into it. So it's like you have to have a certain level of a balance. I have seen a lot of creators that already if you already have mental health issues and you start creating, that shit can make your mental health issues get worse. And if you're not careful, that shit will be, your mental health will decline significantly, because now you're adding in all these other stressors in your life. I'm not going to say it. T-Smoke is lying. I'm living a great life, but I realize this stuff everybody really wants is worthless. The shit, that's all. Okay, yeah. Vanity in this life can come in all places. You can be a person vain in how you look, vain in what you have, vain in your intellect, vain in your whatever the case it is. Vanity in itself is pointless. It's worthless. Read the book of Ecclesiastes and you can hear all about it from King Solomon, I believe it was. Yeah. If you would like to learn more about how everything is pointless, everything is pointless. You know what the point of life is? To connect to God. When you connect to God, he gives life meaning. He colors life for you. Life now becomes, instead of it being insignificant, that you could be a person sitting in your car, instead of it becoming insignificant, you being connected to God will make you be like, wow, God, look at what you created. This is beautiful. Wow, I used to have that problem before. Now I don't have that problem. Thanks, God. God starts making your life have meaning even in the mundane. So yeah, everything in this life is worthless. It means nothing. It means nothing. But that's the whole point of the book of Ecclesiastes. Go read it. Go read it. King Solomon tells you what makes life meaningful. The only thing meaningful in life is God. To be connected to him and to have him in your heart, in your life, in your spirits. To have him first. Life doesn't get magically better necessarily when you invite God, especially at first. However, it's the best thing to have. It's the best thing to have in life. I can tell you that. Somebody said, amen, amen. He said, yes, you're saying true, my memory loss. Somebody said, it will be toxic. What's my favorite Bible verse? I have a whole bunch of favorite Bible verses, but let me see which one will come to me right now. This is the Bible verse that just came to me, and I don't know if this might be for you, Brooke. Maybe not. But in due time, you will reap a harvest. In due time, you will reap a harvest. Really, it's kind of like you'll sow what you reap. You'll reap what you sow. Those types of, that type of, I don't know how to clause it right now. I'm so sorry, you guys. But that right there is a very, very true statement. I have seen people reap some beautiful seeds in their life, and I have seen people reap terrible things in their life. And it really has no it has no bias. To reap and sow, that law that Most High God speaks about, like that spiritual law, it literally is unbiased with it. Anybody can experience it. Anybody. You ever seen when life hits you fast? Life comes at you fast. Ooh, did one of my nails pop off? Life can come at you fast, just like how my nail just popped off. I promise you. I kind of got a message that somebody's gonna fall off. I kind of just got the message that somebody's gonna fall off. Luckily, I got some new nail glue that's coming in the mail that's supposed to be very good. And I suspect that it's the same nail glue that my nail lady uses, but she didn't want to tell me because I made the mistake of allowing my nail lady to know that sometimes I do my own nails. And I feel like one of them that I told, because there's like two different ladies that do my nails. They do a really good job. One better than the other one. The younger girl does it better than the older lady that I go to, but the older lady started trying to gatekeep the products on the table. I was thinking to myself, like, girl. Like, she would see me come in with my nails, and she's like, who did your nails? So good. I said, oh, girl, I was in between coming into the shop, so I did it myself. She started trying, boyfriend, do nail? A woman's manicure done professional could cost upwards $85. That is so true. So, like, I do it myself, and when I told her that, I promise you, let me show you. You see how, like, you can low-key see? She started putting the products like this facing me. I'm like, girl. I didn't call her out on it. You definitely read what you sow. Yes, JEW. So I didn't call her out on it, but I noticed it. So I had already discovered the nail glue that I was going to get. I just was hesitating on getting it. So it's coming in the mail. It should be here. It might be here sometime this week. Like, I should check it. Let me check, actually. I have random things coming in the mail. I forgot about that. Hold on. Let's go look. Somebody said, what is this? What is what? Let me go look. Oh, okay. Let me see where it's at. I just got reminded of this. You guys, it might be at my house right now. Today's March 17th. It might come to my house today. That makes me wonder, should I hesitate on putting this back on? I'm gonna put it back on. And then this nail set that I did right here is going to feel like a temporary week set. And then when my glue comes in, I probably might throw these. Even though this set is pretty usable again, I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna redo this exact set with that new glue or if I should just do a whole new set. I'll probably redo the set. Let's not event roam again. I think you make your nail colorful. Do you guys want me to color my nails? Because I can do that too. I like this nail color though. I like this nail color a lot. It's like a opaque. It gives you the vibe of white, but it also gives you the vibe of like natural nails, in my opinion, because it's like, you know. Do we have the option to choose the reaping and the sowing? Nobody has the option on that law. It's kind of more like a spiritual law. It's kind of like a spiritual law. Like nobody can go against the laws of spirituality when it says you reap what you sow. Those nails remind me of Halle Berry's Catwoman objectively. Really? Shout out to Charms for the gift. First gift of today. Shout out to Charms. So yeah. So yeah, this is what my nails is looking like. It's more sturdy. This is the nail that popped off. She's still sturdy. I like that. Let's see if this is the nail. This nail right here. Which pinky is it? Both pinkies. I feel like both pinkies at any moment in time. At any moment of time. Either one. I thought you would like a Sunday. Thank you for the Sunday charms. Birds have talons. Ooh, I like the fact that birds have talons because right now I do because it's not affecting me. I feel like I gotta spit. I brought my earrings with me. I'm going to put them on. But yeah, it's a beautiful day outside at the moment. So I don't know if I have any errands to run, but when I get off of live in a bit, I'm probably going to get off of live at like 1 o'clock. Maybe at like 1 o'clock. Also, I'm already at 80% charge. I'm close to 80% charge. And when I first started the live stream, I was at 28%, was it? 40%? I can't remember. I was like under a level that I was less than what I wanted. You're an Aries? Your God necklaces 2-arm. Where's Vikas when we need him? Vikas would love this. Your smile is prettier than sunshine. Thanks, J-E-W. I'm sorry, J-E-double. Aries gang. You use your nail as like a weapon? Yes. Yes, if I have to, I would use my nails as a weapon. Absolutely would. I use my nails as a box opener. Like my nails was used as a box cutter several times. Like it's definitely a weapon. When I first started wearing my nails like this, I used to accidentally scratch my skin open. Like it was crazy. You would have thought a cat swiped at me. Like I would scratch some area of my arm and it would just be a light red line. Hold on, let me spit. Sorry, you guys. Oh, are you master number 33? 3 plus 2, that's 5, plus 6, that's 11. 1, 12. 12 plus 9 is 22, I think. Let me see. Is it 21? 21? Let me see. What was it? 12 plus 9? 21. Plus another 9, that's 30. Plus the 3. You're master number 33. Shout out to all my master number 33s. He said fire emoji. I'm a master number 33 myself. I don't know if that's why you told me that. But yeah, me, you, and Toon are 3 people on the channel that are master number 33s. So that's awesome. You must go through a lot of shit. I feel like some people who are master number 33s, they don't survive because they don't completely understand their assignment on Earth. Like we might not always have like the same exact type of like abilities, spiritual goals, or whatever, but something that is consistent about all of us is the fact that you're supposed to be a person that is a teacher. So teachers are always on some level of a platform, and what I mean by that is you might not necessarily do exactly what I do, but in your life, if you're supposed to recognize at some point how much you are depositing into the people around you, because you know a little more. You've been through something. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something to really, like, make sure that you're aware of. Everybody's not aware of it. They're like, why is my life so hard? Why do I go through so much BS? Why is all this happening only to me and nobody else? It makes some people get depressed, but then you're supposed to realize, like, oh, I'm supposed to be a person that has such a unique experience in life to the point where not only will it just naturally make people be amazed at you, but you are automatically going to gain a certain level of respect for whoever it is once they realize it. Like, you know, could you imagine, like, you've been through a certain type of life difficulty, and life difficulty doesn't mean an actual through and through struggle. It could, but it could just be that you did something abnormal to most people. It automatically puts you in a pedestal that you don't ask for. It's just the fact that you're surviving what your life chose to live out. So some people who are master number 33s, they allow life to crush them for so long that they kind of give up in a way. Like, they're still who they are. They still are a teacher. They still pour into people, whether they like it or not, know it or not. However, they don't shine as bright as what they can. And shining doesn't have to look like a world stage, a YouTube channel necessarily. But shining can mean that you authentically show up in who you're supposed to be because you know your role. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. You are good and so young. Amazing. Thanks, JEW. I feel like it's like I'm a master number 33 too. I've been through so much BS in life. Like, people wouldn't believe it. And they wouldn't believe it because it's not normal. Like, it's not normal. Like, what? What do you mean? Like, how did you do that? Like, sometimes people, like, a master number 33, you're supposed to be impressive. You're the sensei. You're the sensei before you even agreed to be it. Could you imagine being born a sensei at a young age? So whether you like it or not, you got to go through the journey of the sensei. I feel like the more that you resist it, the worse it feels. But when you come to a certain level of acceptance, it's easier for you to go through life because you're like, oh, of course. Like, you don't have to be a conceited prick. You don't have to be like an arrogant monster, egomaniac monster, but you just understand, like, of course it would happen to me. Of course that happened to me and I survived. It's because I'm the master sensei. He said, I signed you. Most master number 33s are humble people. Do you guys not know that? That's the funniest thing about it. He said, I shine in silence. Most master number 33s, who was the most famous person that holds the vibration of 33? Jesus. He died at 33. 33 shows up in our reality so much. We have 33 vertebrates, I believe it is. Look up how meaningful the number 33 is. You'll start to understand more and more and more. It's not to say that you are Messiah himself. It's not to say that you are Jesus himself. But when you look at his story, you understand how his suffering always brought him glory, even though we're not asking for it. His humility, his suffering, and how much he was there to actually help the people around him and how much they didn't accept him. That theme is going to show up in your life as a master number 33. A lot. So understand Jesus' story. I promise you, you understand yourself, especially if you have master number 33. The 3 in particular is also of good. He said, I know I'm not. I don't want to be. A lot of master number 33s are the most humble people ever. And I think that is the irony in why God chose 33s that are the humblest people to have the greatest wowing thing about them. You believe in him? Amen. I like that. Me too. JEW says the number 3 in particular. The number 3, if you're life path 3, you also are, like, all life path numbers have something about them that makes them very unique, special, and powerful. 3s, you got to think about it. Think about the Holy Trinity: Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I believe in Jesus, so that's why I always relate things to that. There's not a such thing as master number 3. Master numbers are the double numbers. So if you're a life path number 11, you're master number 11. If you're life path number, I think 22 is not a master number. I don't think. I don't think 22 is a master number. I think that the master numbers is 11, 33. It could be 22. I got to research it again. I think you more interesting in spiritual. Thank you. But all like, okay. Sorry, you guys, if I do that with my nose, I'm just clearing out my airways with my nose. But all life path numbers are unique and special and powerful in their own way. But there's master numbers, and they have a different type of vibration on them that people with those numbers need to actually be aware of. So it's not like people are trying to emphasize it to make you feel like crap. It's more so like the emphasis needs to be known to those people about themselves. Life path number 9s. Life path number 9s, I believe, are actually very spiritual as well. I feel like there's a lot of like mystery that a lot of people don't actually know a lot about them. So yeah. I feel like master numbers 11 I feel like they're very unique as well, because you got to think about it. 11 is ones, 11s, 111, 1,000, 1,111. Whenever you see a whole bunch of ones together like that, it makes me believe that those people can manifest if they really put their mind to it. Like, people with those numbers, this is my interpretation. I feel like they're able to, if they really wanted to, be people who can manifest, and dare I say, even be some level of a teacher of it. You suggest I read Osho. What's Osho? Somebody's texting me. Give me 1 second, y'all. Are life numbers supposed to mesh well with the zodiac? I feel like it could. I feel like it help you understand more about yourself, because if you're a master number, let's say you're a life path number 6. Let's say you're a life path number 6, but you are you're an Aries. I feel like, I don't know if that's your life path, but for some reason I want to say 4, but let's say your life path number 6, that's the humanitarian, right? And then now you know your zodiac sign is a Libra. You can kind of see how you show up in life and how those things really, like, a Libra is a person that typically is there to bring some level of balance and or justice. A lot of times Libras are people who could be facilitators of peace. They can be. So if you're a person who holds that energy in itself, and then you also have life path number 6 as an example, then that can make you can understand yourself more. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'm going to be doing humanitarian acts because that's my nature. But then I also carry a harmony to myself that probably is somebody who can either balance out everybody around me or bring justice to a situation. So you might be a person with like a cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a person that's like, oh, I'm doing this because I feel like this should be done. Different stuff like that. I could have been a peace star by now, but my faith won't let me do it. So let me tell you, should I tell him? Okay, I'm going to tell you this. GBA Cool TV. Whether you're serious or not, let me tell you something. If you feel like you could have been a peace star, but your faith in God won't let you do it, let me tell you what you're really experiencing. You're experiencing the fact that you have so much of the ability to heal. A lot of times people who get into S work, who felt like they were kind of led to it, like, there's a difference between some people who are, it can get intricate, because I can see a lot of perspective. It can get intricate. Some people who are led to sex work, they literally are healers. Part of the reason why you feel the need to make money off of it is because your subconscious might know and understand on a spiritual level that you're good at it, because you're administrating healing in that thing. And you're probably interpreting it in the natural, you're just trying to heal your finances. But if you feel like you're really good at, like, sex work, you might actually have some level of being a healer. It might not mean that you are a person with like rocks and all that stuff. But GBA, you know Jules is looking for a 2K streamer to train. Plus she streams on schedules. She puts on schedules. I'm so weak. Come give me some sexual healing. You kind of the same as them, right? Some people feel like people who are in the some people believe healers and sex workers are the same, because it's kind of like a perverted sense. If I'm a healer and I'm on a platform and I'm using my spiritual abilities to heal people, a perverted version of that would be me being a person that's healing people by means of sex work. I'm too loud. I'm sorry. His name is ZZZZZ. Of course, he's sleeping. ZZZ, go to sleep. Go to sleep. So yeah, sometimes some people who are in sex work, or some people who are overly promiscuous, is really what I was trying to say. Really, I'm talking about the over promiscuous behavior. Sometimes when you're overly promiscuous, you're either seeking healing in other people and or you are authentically a healer. Hey, Chocolate Diamond, how are you? Hey, Teddy Mitchell, how are you? Here we go again, demonic ST demon. Those people are seeking healing. Oh, okay. I'm game for chat. Let's vote, fellas. Jury for sex healing practices. Take a vote. You guys, please, please, please. Please. So we finally hit 80% in charging. I think so. Nothing wrong with healing people with sex work. I just feel like that if you're a person that's healing people in sex work, I feel like life has something larger to offer those people. And that right there is actually shortchanging a lot. Most people who are in that type of field of work and they are authentically a healer, they're shortchanging themselves, because a part of them becomes unhealed, especially if they're unaware of what they're doing. I'm good. Pleasure all mine. Keep smiling and loving. Keep living your best life. Thank you. Same to you. When I get that feeling, I need some sexual healing. But anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much like what that's about, y'all. So yeah. Drea, how are you, boo? How have you been? I literally was just thinking, like, should I get out the car for a little bit? It's starting to get a little steamy, like hot, warm. But y'all are talking about sex stuff. I mean, a wife is basically sex work. No, please don't. We're not going to have that conversation. We're not going to have that. If we're going to have the conversation that wives are like sex work, then the husbands are slaves to the wife to go out there and make their money. If wives are sex workers to their husbands, then their husbands are their slaves to go get some money for them. They're pimping their husbands then. That's wild, Ted. You know it, baby. Hi, and steamy. I'm about to block you for all of your sexuality stuff. She looks like she eats her cornbread. I agree. Husbands are slaves. If you're gonna have the perspective that wives are similar to sex workers, then those husbands are their slaves to go out there and make some money. That shit say funny. We must start somewhere. Y'all are crazy. Good morning. Y'all are crazy. Who trying to be my slave? Let me stop. Who trying to be my worker bee slave? I need a man out there on the corner bringing in my money, my paper. Drea talking about some me. Drea, you are crazy. Drea, how did you look? Drea, happy belated birthday. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to talk to you on your birthday. Shout out to Aries. How many one stands? What? Don't be asking me questions you wouldn't ask me in front of your mother. I would, and your mother and a priest. I would might as well have a beautiful wife. No green on where can I pinch you? Is today St. Patrick's Day for real? Because if today's St. Patrick's Day, my shoes are like mint green. If today is St. Patrick's Day, that's the only slight green I have on. My shoes are mint green. Julie, you know I get a little money from the trick mamas for you. I'm so weak. It's fine. My birthday is the 21st of April. Drea, I could have sworn you was an Aries this whole time. So this whole time, Drea is a Taurus? Wait, no, you still are an Aries. I'm early. I always think that Aries season comes before Pisces season. That's my problem. Oh my God, it's St. Patrick's Day. You guys, I'm going to find something green. Somebody said Pippin ain't dead. I thought it was April 1st. Okay. Look, happy St. Patrick's Day. I missed the St. Patrick's Day parade that happened this past weekend. Because, like, yesterday, I told you guys, yesterday I was with my mom. And so I had said to her, like, we drove past where the St. Patrick's Day parade is. I said, wait, did we miss it? She said, yeah, they already had it. So I missed the St. Patrick's Day. I think it might have been last Saturday. You know you all right. Got green on you. Yeah, pat, I like that. Got some green, got some blue. No. So, yeah. Y'all, let me find some green. It's y'all. Why do I keep saying y'all? I'm country as hell. You guys, could you believe that before I left the house, I kept on looking at my green. I have a green teal jacket. I was like, why do I feel the urge to wear that? I was like, I have no reason to want to wear that. That's so crazy. Am I sitting in a soccer mom van? No, this isn't a soccer mom. This is not a soccer mom van. No, it's not. It's not. So, yeah. Yeah, but even though we missed St. Patrick's Day, I could still probably go out tonight. I might order me an Uber and go out and get drunk somewhere. I'm just talking crap. I might go out, get some drinks. Y'all know people be thinking I'll be drunk all the time. Jules sitting in her pimp van waiting for Tune and James to finish their dates. You know what's funny? This car is still considered, I forgot what it's considered. Because I was talking to my mom about it. I said, Mom, it's not quite a van. Let me see. What the heck do they consider this? Because I could have sworn when I had this conversation with my mom the other day, somebody was trying to tell me that it's considered a sedan. But then somebody else said it was considered a car. I really don't care, to be honest. Whole time, I don't care. The whole entire time, I do not care. Yeah, it's considered something. And I don't give a fuck. It's not considered a hatchback, or I don't know. I'm going to look into the details later. Of course, that's not something that I gave a fuck about. So you mean what side is Day? The curly blonde still got the #1 spot. Do you guys know I have 3 different hairstyles pending? I have 3 different hairstyles pending for me to do over the next few whatever. So I like this hairstyle is okay. It's very natural girly vibe. I feel like I need to take some more. I had to pay attention to this hair more, I feel like, but it's okay. I don't like, people like to look at me. People like to look at me when I wear my hair like this, especially like when I'm out and about. People just look at me. So I don't know. I'm officially at 80% charge, but I kind of want to get all the way up to 100% charge. So I'm just going to wait a little bit. Do I like dreadheads? They're okay. Like, I don't have a problem with dreadheads. There was a time period where I didn't actually deal with people with dreadheads. And I think the first time I talked to a guy with dreads was in like 2018. I think it was 2019. 2018 or 2019, I had talked to one guy and he had dreads. And then after that, I didn't talk to a guy with dreads until like last year. After that, I didn't talk to a guy who had authentic dreads and not those starter twist bullshits. I didn't talk to a guy with dreads until like, I don't know, like maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember my timeline. My timeline is fried right now when it comes to guys with dreads. So this hairstyle is good too. Thanks. I appreciate that. Would I ever do a non-natural hair color like green or blue? Yeah, why not? Why not? I sure, why not? What the hell? I could right now today if I really wanted to. You're fun, like your vibe. Thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. It's 1:02 p.m. It's 1:02 p.m. I'm so happy because I'm about to start my day at a full motherfucking charge. I should have been able to do this last night. Y'all want to know something? Like, hold on real quick. I'm trying to check something. What the heck is this about? What is this what I think it is? I really need to start going live on my second channel. I really need to start going live on my second channel. So maybe I'm going to figure out ways to do that. Wait, what the heck is that about? Okay, I think that's what that's about. No, that's still not it. Wait, is it? I think it is. I think that is it. Who and what deposited 1 cent into my whenever I see a company deposit 1 cent, it makes me feel like whatever company that is, I'm about to start a pay stub or something. Like sometimes whenever you sign up for certain places where you're going to receive a lot of money or they need to connect you to their bank account, I feel like places deposit 1 cent. So whenever I see that, I'm like, whose company is that? How are you, dear friend? I'm good. How are you? You're going to sleep? What's wrong with starter twist? Pat, when I was in Atlanta, I talked to this one guy. He used to have a very high top. He used to have one of those high top things. I don't know what it's called. A high top fade, though. And out of nowhere, this nigga started doing these twist outs. He started getting he either got the starter twist or he would get the Travis Scott's, is what I like to call them. The little twist that hang there. I was like, that man was too old for that, for real. Like, that man was already however years older than me. So I felt like he was too old for that. Oh, okay. I figured it out. I actually didn't figure it out. I always called them the shitlocks because the nutty professor, but they can be cool. I feel like I remember when people used to call them shitlocks. She must be nearly full in her charge by now. I really am. I really actually am. I feel like if I sit in here for like a good like 20 more minutes, I feel like in 20 more minutes, I might be closer to a full complete charge. So that's kind of like what I'm kind of waiting on that, to be honest. You guys are just keeping me company. Hold on. Ah, what the heck just happened? Look, you guys, it's me. Ah. So yeah, how are you guys doing though? How are you guys doing? We could do all kinds of things, I guess. I low-key still go, I low-key still could go run and I could low-key still go run and get me some, what's it called? Some Jamba Juice if I really wanted something. Anyways, it's very beautiful outside. That'll be about 11:30 if she's on the East Coast. Oh, it's 1:07 p.m. now. When I had started, somebody said lip gloss popping, thanks. When I first started the live stream though, I think it was 11, it was still 11 a.m. I think it was like 11:54 a.m. So I already knew that my charging was going to get closer to 80% by this time, 1 o'clock p.m. So now that it's 1:08 p.m., I feel like my car is going to be completely finished probably in the next, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. My hair is amazing. Thanks. Y'all are sweet. How old is your little ass? I'm 1,051 years old. Thank you. She must be, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be, I don't know. I'ma be working that good. I'ma be having that good. I'ma be. So yeah. What looks good? What looks good? Why he keeps saying that? It's night. It's 10 p.m. where you're at. He's talking some bye-bye. Good night. You think 1:30? Okay. I mean, it would be pretty much, it would be 1:30, huh? It might be a little bit less time than what we think, y'all. It could be like, I don't know. We'll see. Wagwan type pum pum gal. Wagwan. She thought she slick, skipping shit chat. What happened? Wagwan is a Jamaican greeting for what's going on in Jamaican patois. Yeah, I'm from Jamaica, so we talk mumma. What made you pick your thumbnails? My thumbnails? A lot of my thumbnails are just random as hell. Like, okay, the reason why I started doing thumbnails, I'll be honest with you guys, because at first I didn't care. At first I did not care to do thumbnails because whenever I used to start off my live streams with thumbnails, people didn't watch. But whenever I used to just start my live streams, people would watch more, is what it used to be, like as of like a whole year ago. So for a long time, I didn't care about thumbnails. And then YouTube would pick the most ratchet looking, YouTube will pick the most ratchet point in your video sometimes as like a preview for people who are subscribed to your channel. So I didn't know all the ins and outs of YouTube, and I just randomly would pick my own thumbnail because I didn't like the way that used to look. But even if you pick your thumbnail, it still doesn't change it necessarily, so it almost doesn't matter. You guys, it's 11:11. I'm sorry, it's 1:11. Let me tweet about it. Let me tweet about it. I mean, you're looking fine, baby girl. Thanks. Please model your nails. These are my nails. For anybody who talking sweet about me, you don't know about me. Well, it's 1:13. It's 1:13. I'd say we got, somebody said 1:30. Let's see what's going to happen at 1:30. Have a great day. Thank you. You too. You too. There's like a helicopter that keeps flying around here. Let me see if I can see him from right here. I don't know where exactly that helicopter is going, but they keep going the same route. They keep going the same exact route. You think 18 minutes from now is, oh no, he's saying 18 minutes from now will be 1:30. Let's see. I feel like by then the car would for sure be at 100% because it's been fast charging this whole time. So like it keeps getting to the lines like kind of fast. Like I'm gonna be living that good life. I'm gonna be living the good. I'm gonna be living that good life. I'm gonna be living that good. I'm gonna listen to that song now. I'm gonna be listening to that song later today. Can I play it right now? My car is off though. I'm gonna be living a good life. I'm gonna be living it. I could play it on my phone, but I'm not at the moment. Are there any St. Patrick's Day parade? Atlanta had the helicopters out for one of those here. For real. While you're in the car, if the apocalypse takes place, do you have any supplies in there, or are you out of luck? If the apocalypse took place right now, I have food with me right now in my car. I have 1 bottle of water, food. Well, if the apocalypse takes place, is the power grid going to shut off the electricity or not? Somebody said I'm not wearing green. My shoes are green. You guys want to see it again? My sneakers are a light mint green. So, am I wearing green? I don't know. Maybe. Am I wearing a vibrant green? Heck, no. Not at the moment. When you coming? Are you coming to Jamaica? I could come to Jamaica. What's the populist question on a different platform because that user comment didn't appear on my end? Sometimes some people's comments on the live stream do not pop up on certain phone devices. I have no idea why. I just know that when I used to stream off of an iPhone and an Android, the comments wouldn't always show up. Yes, if you're applying the apocalypse takes place, the power grid is off. Everything is off indefinitely. If the power grid went off, I would walk to my crib. I would probably walk to my crib. If I didn't want to walk to my crib, and let's say I was kind of stuck at this location, I'm literally by a whole bunch of stores, a whole bunch of food stores, clothing stores. If I want to get fresh if I want to get fresh before the apocalypse starts, I'm gonna run into all these stores. There's a hotel building nearby, like literally right here. There's a hotel building. Break in. I have water and just necessities there. I mean, what else do I really need? If I absolutely needed to drive a car and the apocalypse happened, I could hitch a ride with somebody. They can drop me off back to my crib if I need to get back in my crib. I'll be all right. I think I will be all right. Loving your vibes. Going to work. We'll catch up later. See you next time. Could you come to Canada? I should visit Canada. I'm gonna visit you guys. Do you need weapons to protect yourself? Play in the apocalypse? Well, do I need weapons to protect myself? I'm sure I would use a lot of shit to protect myself. I'm sure I would have weapons to protect myself. You're on a desktop right now. Do you see top chat and an arrow top chat? Yeah, make sure your chat is set to all. I don't think you will be all right because nobody will be all right, but I hope you are. I mean, I have survival skills. I have a very smart mind. So like, it's not to say that I always make smart decisions because I don't want to put that pressure on myself. But if you're a person who likes puzzles, if you're a person who likes puzzle games and shit like that, you automatically have a mind to fix some shit, to figure some shit out. So I feel like I would be all right. I feel like I would, you know? And then I'm street smart and I have discernment. So let's say I needed to collaborate with strangers to get to a goal for myself. I might be able to determine if they're the right fit for me to do it. I have leadership qualities. I have leadership qualities as well. So even if I wasn't able to join somebody else's shit, I can create my own shit for myself too. I might create my own group. And with my discernment, I can figure out who's the weakest link and who's going to become a problem at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to eat it. So anyways, that's the thing. We're going to have to link up with people as a team, but some people might be shady and some not. It's going to be I agree. Julrae already got a cult. If anyone remembers that CBS show Survivor, that'd be what we were living. I remember that show. Wasn't they like, it was like a plane crash going to they're on a lost island. I think if I run into you, you will be my follower. I will be your follower. He said if he ran into me, I would become his follower and he'll be the leader. He said, love you. Just kidding. You're funny, Mr. Bill. We eat the weakest.